everyone, is DA here, and today we will be taking a look at 3 of our planes hunting party. Now these are centered around a theme of bounty hunters roaming the system to get their hands on some good loot. So if we assume that they will be hunting down the outpost in groups, or they will be hunting down Eidolons, this will be a great thing as far as a third group in the set, and also the third individuals to be going on in the wave, or maybe just one of them. So the first one that I have on the list of our third class will be Hero. So Hero basically benefits the team the most when things are getting crazy and you just need that one frame to turn the tides and change things around. Now I will also say that you've got a lot of things to do, and you also got to know how to play Hero if you are planning on being that third person or that part of that third wave. Now I'll also say that in this scenario, or a scenario like this, you've got to be a very good team player and not be going mostly on a solo mindset, because you have to be using abilities to help the team, and you also have to be using all your abilities in pairs, and also using your ultimate when the entire squad gets into that oh shit moment, because a lot of time you get into that situation where you just need some immunity and also something to get the entire squad out of the way and actually have them become immune to damage for at least a short period of time. So those are some of the beautiful and most amazing moments where you will actually need Hero in this situation and in this scenario. Now I will also say that it can be very demanding, mostly because you will literally be carrying a specific role by buffing and also debuffing. And a lot of people, I know sometimes things can get boring because you have to care for other people. However, you're not literally just carrying people, but you are just doing your own part. So if you're playing as a Hero in this scenario, those are some of the things that you have to literally keep in mind. The next that we will have on the team and also on that third wave or that third role will be a polarized and a magnetized mag. See, polarized and magnetized will be your best friend as playing this role. As a mag player in this scenario, you will be in charge of mid to end game execution, and I will explain basically what I meant. You will not be needed to nuke things at the beginning because there is less and weaker enemies to start off, but when things get heated and everything starts going crazy, then you will have to redirect all the damage into one magnetized and give your team a time and a chance to get out of fire and get out of range. Now the reason why that is also very important is, of course, a lot of us know how magnetized work, and putting magnetized in place in that scenario means you can deflect and actually redirect a lot of that fire away from the team. And if you can target specific enemies, that will even be much more better, because of course you can take them down and they can actually die quicker. Now I know some people use mag bomb build in most scenarios or in most cases in the game, but I will suggest that using that might not be the best thing, so you might just go for the regular or the usual magnetized build that we see in the game that a lot of people use, and that might actually be much more useful than the bomb scenario. Now the third frame taking the third role is going to be Hydroid. Now with Hydroid, most of your job will be reducing armor, staying in a far away place, and also staying put. Now I know Hydroid just got his rework and a lot of people are not feeling him. Some people feel like it's too OP, some people feel like he's boring. However, in this scenario, Hydroid might actually be one of the most useful frames and actually have one of the biggest role. So using Hydroid in this setting will mean that you will have to be there and also be in your invincible puddle. See, people will be running away from the fight to get their bearings from you and actually be trying to get some energy, well, maybe not energy, but actually be trying to get some health back, and that will be your main role. So you cannot afford to basically go down or take the heat or take some damage or go face to face and toe to toe. Of course, you will have your hero moments. However, most of your role will be involved in staying put. Now, I know that is a very boring role because, come on, you just got to be in the puddle all the time. However, you can still move. Maybe you can grab a sniper, stay a little bit far away. Your armor is not where it needs to be as far as taking hit. And also when it comes to CC, there are certain enemies that we will be facing that might not be subjectable to a lot of Hydroid's powers, so you have to be very careful with that. You can still move around, you can move a little, however you need to be very attentive and be there whenever your team needs you the most. So the last on the third class will be Nova. So Nova is very essential in slowing things down and boosting damage. Antimatter, Absorb, and Molecular Prime will be your main focus when it comes to going in this main situation or in this setting, but mostly on Molecular Prime. Now, if someone is in an Archwing, or if someone is trying to do something miraculous or something heroic, it is all up to you. It is your job, and it is also your thing to do, as far as making sure you position that orb in the right spot so they can blow it up and actually get some damage in place. You will be staying about mid-range, maybe mid to a little bit far away from the enemy, mainly because you don't want to get hit too. Of course, you don't have enough armor. However, you still have some CC, which can also be very, very useful in evading from an enemy. So you want to watch your step every single time. I will also say that having one of the highest speed rating in the game will also be very, very useful, as far as Nova being in this situation, because that is also one of the really cool things. You are very fast. You are very, very filled with a lot of utility, so you will be great addition to a team as far as a third man or the third lady taking that third role in this scenario. So having one of those is actually a really, really good thing and a useful thing and a great thing for that job as well. So next time I will be handling the second class and also the second wave or the second individual in the frames, as far as going in a lot of these hunting parties or these groups. Now, if you are planning on playing the second role, this will be a really, really great thing for you. So you can go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, hit a thumbs up. However, I will be going on and compiling that list so you guys can see how I feel and what way I think a lot of this should be played and how this scenario should be approached. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too long, and I hope it wasn't too short as well. But as always, it is DS signing out. I'll see you all in the next one.